All right, let's jump right in. Today, we are freezing a moment in time to take a 24-hour snapshot of one of crypto's biggest and most active ecosystems, Cardano. We're going to look at everything, from the market mood all the way to brand new tech that's launching as we speak.
So, let's set the scene. The date is November 13th, 2025. And for the next few minutes, we are hitting the pause button, capturing everything that's been happening in just the last 24 hours. On the charts, at these huge events, and right inside the digital wallets of everyday users.
Okay, first up, let's get the big picture. What's the financial pulse of ADA, the ecosystem's native asset? What's the story the numbers are telling us right now, in this little 24-hour window? As of this morning, ADA's trading at a really critical support zone, right around 57 cents. Now that price keeps it squarely in the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap, which, let me tell you, is a pretty big deal in this super competitive space.
And this is where things get really interesting. You can see this tension. It's a classic tug of war. On one side, you've got some pretty bullish signals. We're seeing whales, the really big holders. They're actually buying up more ADA. And some chart analysts are pointing to a rounding bottom pattern, which could mean a move up is coming. But on the other side of the rope, a whopping 84% of technical indicators are flashing warning signs, suggesting the market is actually leaning bearish.
So what that really means is the market is just coiled like a spring, sitting at this massive decision point. But you know what? While the traders are all holding their breath staring at charts, what's actually happening on the ground? Where is the tech actually being built?
So let's completely shift our focus. We're moving away from the charts and diving right into the action at the Cardano Summit 2025 in Berlin. This is where the future of the whole ecosystem is literally being announced right now.
This quote just perfectly captures the energy over there. DeltaDeFi just dropped a massive announcement. They've launched the very first decentralized exchange that's built on Hydra. Now, for those of you who don't know, Hydra is Cardano's answer to scaling. It's designed for super fast, almost instant transactions. This is a huge leap forward, and it's live right now as a Berlin beta. To make sure the launch goes smoothly, they've set a max deposit of 100 ADA and 100 USDM. That's a stablecoin on the network. But it lets users finally get their hands on it and feel that Hydra speed firsthand. They've even gamified it so you can earn experience points for trading, and you can do it all from your phone through the Vesper wallet. Pretty cool.
But that's not the only thing making waves at the summit. Oh no! The Titans project also announced a huge milestone, and their goal is totally different. They want to create value that's completely separate from all the crypto market speculation, and they're doing it with real-world stuff.
They've built this absolutely fascinating economic engine. Okay, let's just walk through how this works. First, they have new physical hydro-powered mining units that are now up and running. Second, those units are generating real yield by mining Bitcoin. Third, and this is the clever part, that Bitcoin is then automatically used to buy their own Titan token, which creates constant buy pressure. And it's all funded by real, productive infrastructure. And they are not slowing down. They just announced a major partnership with the Midnight Protocol to build a whole new platform called Atlas. Their team is on the ground in Berlin this week, and then they're heading straight to the Midnight Summit next week, just hustling to expand their network. So, okay, we've seen the big announcements, we've seen the tense market, but what does the daily economy of Cardano actually look like? What have users really been up to in the last 24 hours? Let's start with something simple. Right now, on the Bodega Market Prediction platform, there is over 8,500 ADA in rewards just sitting there. It's from settled bets, just waiting for users to come and claim it. That's real value just circulating around. And over in the DeFi space, the Danogo platform is actively encouraging people to get involved. They're running this program where users earn their native token, Dano, just for supplying or borrowing assets. See how they're rewarding both sides of the market? That's how you build a healthy, liquid lending pool. And of course, the metaverse economy is absolutely buzzing. The Infinity Rising project just dropped a new sale for virtual Tier 2 apartments, plus these themed building kits, like a modern log cabin or a harvest theme, so people can customize their own digital space. Now this is where it gets really smart. It shows this fantastic blend of creativity and investment. Buying one of these $119 apartments isn't just for show. Every single purchase is also an entry to win other valuable digital assets, like file nodes that help support the network, or even deeds to virtual land. It's literally an economy within an economy. All right, so we've seen the tense market, we've seen the vibrant daily activity. For the last part of our snapshot, let's just peek around the corner at what's coming up in the next few days. Man, the next few days are packed. The Pavia metaverse is moving forward with its community governance. A project called the Necro League is distributing real payouts to its asset holders in just 2 days. And, as we saw, the Titans team is continuing their strategic networking tour.
And I really want you to focus on this quote from the Pavia team because it's so important. They just sent their new economic framework to their community council. And their core principle is that token and landholders should be structurally, not just symbolically, aligned with the platform's success. This is what real decentralized governance looks like in action.
And that really brings us to the heart of today's snapshot, doesn't it? On one hand, you have a market at a super tense crossroads, with all these technical indicators flashing caution. But at the very same time, you have developers shipping brand new tech and projects building real economic engines at this relentless pace. So the big question I want to leave you with is this: which of those two forces is going to win? Which one do you think will define the next chapter for this ecosystem?